Hey guys, what's going on? It's Noah again, and today what we're going to be doing, I got my buddy Steven in town.
What's going on, guys?
We always go fishing together, we always have a great time, either whether it's catfishing, bass fishing, anything. So what we're going to be doing today is going over a Shimano Canon 151 and the 150 model. The only difference is mine's a left-handed retrieve. If I can focus in on there. And then Steven has a right-handed retrieve. So basically this reel is, I mean, it's filthy. It's awesome. It's so nice. The colors on it, the color scheme on it is great. It's beautiful. It's got a red spool. It's got some red accents. And the main reel is black, but it also has a sparkle to it.
Let's just restart the whole fucking thing.
Alright guys, so basically my model of the Canon, the 151, the left-handed retrieve, only comes in one type of gear ratio, which is a 6:1 gear ratio. That means 6.3 turns of the spool per one turn of the handle. And Stevens comes in.
The 150A comes in a 6:3, which is what I have, and then it also comes in a 7:2 to 1.
So the 7:2 to 1 would make it a little bit quicker on the retrieve, but we weren't really worried about that when we were picking out these reels. Basically, there's a lot of benefits about this reel. There's only one downside, so let's go over that one first.
Alright guys, so there's only about one downside to this reel, and it's that it's a kind of an older braking system. It's not the magnetic where you can just turn the dial on the fly. You actually have to take the cap off, and he's doing that right now.
Basically, it's like just an older type of braking system. Oh my god, I just like broke my reel.
Yeah.
But no, basically, it's not too complex, anything major. All it is there are a couple brakes on the inside. Hopefully the camera can focus and the light and stuff. It's just a few brakes on the inside that you can do. You got to do it manually. You can't just twist and hear a few clicks and adjust your brake like that. So right now I only have one of the brakes off. I can probably run two of the brakes off on this heavy of a lure so it can get out there a little bit further. But I mean, it's not too much of a hassle for us. We don't really care too much. That, you know, that's the one downside to it.
And generally for mine, I just turn every other one off and then every other one on.
Yeah,
so
normally
like
when you're
on.
Normally when you're trying to adjust it like that, you don't want to just go, okay, turn this one on, have them side by side. You want to do like an offset of them. So yeah.
Or if you want a bird's nest, you can just turn all of them off.
That's true too. You can just turn all of them off, throw a really light lure, and just try to wing it out there. I like fucked up my reel.
And that's why it's a downside. You gotta take your whole thing apart. I took mine apart, my whole line came off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My like line just like got all fucked up. Like I was scared for a second. This freaked me out.
Yeah.
All right.
You should low-key keep that in the video.
What?
Just bitching while you're trying to put
Yeah. Like,
you low-key keep that shit in there.
So now that we went over the one bad flaw of it that we've both found over the past couple months that we've had it, I've had mine for almost a year now. Steven's had his for quite a few months now. Yeah. Let's go over the good sides. Like I said, to begin with, the color on it is sexy. It looks great on any setup. I'm rocking it on a number 8 tackle company. I think that's what they're. I think that's what they're called. I gotta look it up more. I gotta do more research. But it's a great rod. I'll do a review on that pretty soon. And Steven's rocking his.
It's a Abu Garcia Vendetta. It's like what I think it was $80. And it's a medium action.
Yeah, he got his
medium power. Medium action.
He got his for $80. I got mine for $80. Mine is a 7-foot. I think yours is what?
7 foot.
Okay, so we're both rocking 7 foots. I'm gonna buy another one of these. If I don't get my favorite rod soon, I'm gonna buy another one of these in a 6.6. But that's beside the point. Let's get back to the review. So the number one thing that we can really agree upon with this reel is the casting on it just feels seamless. It is. You can throw any bait, any lure, and just wing it out there, and it is so smooth, no matter if you're using fluorocarbon, braid, or monofilament. It is smoother than any baitcaster I've used, and smoother than, I guess, any baitcaster that he's used. I've used stuff like Abu Garcia baitcasters, he's used Lou's baitcasters, but we both agree that this is probably one of the smoothest baitcasters, and it's only $100, so that's a great feature. Another thing that's a great part of this reel is the ergonomics of it. My review on my Abu Garcia, I talked a lot about the ergonomics, being able to have your hand on it, you know, the feel of it, if you can use it for a long amount of time. This one I can toss for 24 hours. I can toss it all day. It's a small setup. It fits in the palm of your hand. It's great. The handles, the knobs on the handles are really soft. They just feel right in the hand. So that's another great feature because you can use this rod literally all day and not get tired of it. So something that Steven brought up to me was on his lues, when he clicks down, he really likes the click on this reel, not only because it's a firm click and everything. You'll notice some of them feel cheap, some of them feel plastic, and this one feels more like, I guess like a metal grade type when it's a nice firm click. And another thing is that when you do click it, your thumb rests literally right on the spool already, so you don't have to readjust your thumb. Something he told me he had a problem with was on his lues, he'd be having to click and then readjust his thumb after that. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference when you're fishing a lot. Drag on this thing is, I mean, I just scratched my wall, but the drag on this thing is pretty good. It's got clicks to it, it's a nice star. I might change this out. I want to try to find a red one, like a chrome red. I think that would be pretty sick. But yeah, the drag on it is really good. Haven't had any slips, any big problems with it. It adjusts pretty heavy, so, and it can adjust pretty light as well.
I think I read online it goes up to 10 pound.
Yeah, so
10 pound max drag.
Maybe not 100% facts, but what he said.
Which is actually true because I saw that on Tackle Warehouse.
Tackle Warehouse. Okay. So picking out the rod for this is really important, obviously. But this reel only weighs 7.2 ounces plus, you know, whatever line you put on it. It's a really light reel. Like I said, it's not something that you're going to want to pick up for like maybe an hour or 30 minutes and then put back down and switch to something else. This is going to be a reel that you can use all day, which is a great benefit, especially if you're on a budget and you can't afford, you know, 5, 6 bait casters like the big guys. This is a great reel. We both love it. We both are glad we got one. I'm getting a second one, and I believe Steven is as well.
Get a second one.
I'm probably going to get a second one of these, and then I'm also probably going to get a Shimano Casitas, which is supposed to be the same reel with a different color. Comes in a 7.2 for lefties. And yeah, so I'm going to end up getting 2 more baitcasters in the future. Not too soon, probably, you know, this time in a few months. He's going to get another one of this exact same kind. I cannot express enough how smooth and how nice this reel is. If you guys get a first baitcaster, if it's your first ever baitcaster, I really recommend this. It's affordable, it's lightweight, it feels great. You can use it all the day, all the time. You can rock it on whatever setup, it'll look good, and it's great. It's only $100 on places like Tackle Warehouse, Amazon. I think they have it a little bit cheaper. They're able to find like deals like $90. We just order ours from Tackle Warehouse because they're the main suppliers. But yeah. This reel is great, especially for the price. It's just, honestly, it's the best baitcaster that I've ever had. I'm guessing you agree with me on that. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's definitely worth the pretty penny for it. And if you guys don't have if you guys don't have a baitcaster, definitely recommend it.
Not trying to bash lose.
Yeah.
But I mean, this shit's on it.
Yeah. Not trying to bash Abu Garcia, but
and my lose was
Shimano is key.
My lose was the same price, the speed spool, yeah. And that's like one of the better. I don't know. It's just,
this is live. This is live. Me and him talking right now.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
It's all good. But yeah, go with the Shimano. Canaan.